So I became a single mom at 25. So I was with this guy for 5 years, and we had 2 kids together. So I had one and then immediately got pregnant with the other, and we barely spoke or talked the entire time through these 2 pregnancies. Like, I already knew it was over. But it was over because he was not right, okay? I realized, again, this is the same situation, mother wound and narcissistic, but I didn't realize because that's all I've ever seen my whole life, right? Like my dad, the cold love that you like feel like you have to work for and never get. Like my dad's very cold. So like my father maybe told me he was proud of me like 5 times my entire life, okay? And I don't think that he is not. I just think he's really has problems with expressing himself and really has some deep trauma wounds that he needs to deal with. But my mom keeps enabling him to be like not deal with it. He's 72 or something like that right now, so it's not gonna happen, right? He's gonna die like that. But this is what this lack of love, this lack of attention, this lack of, I think, is love, because that's all I've seen my whole life. Like with my father, my relationship with my father, my mother's relationship with my father, same thing. So I have this very skewed perception. So obviously I was in this relationship, I took it absolutely wrong for me, right? After that, I really tried to work on myself, and I did a lot of meditating, building confidence up so that I felt really confident in making decisions for myself. And you know, I started building my businesses and my real estate and learning all this information about how to be like a better mom, right? Because I'm raising these 2 boys by myself, and dealing with him being narcissistic was extremely difficult and draining. So I started to do more for my kids, more for myself, more for my business, just really kind of like focusing on work, and building a really stable foundation, because I was always afraid that he was going to try to take my kids from me, because he said it multiple times. I seen his brother take his kids from him, and he would manipulate me, trying to make me feel like crazy and all this crazy stuff so that he could like record me and make me seem like I was unfit and blah blah blah, right? So what I did was just really honed in. I stopped reacting completely. Okay, I had to like get rid of, I do not react. And you can't have a discussion with that other person because they're not mentally where you're at. They're just not there. You can't talk to them. There's no closure. You have to give yourself that closure, okay? You cannot speak with these people. So anyway, I built myself because I wanted to be so solid that if anything were to happen, you know, I would be okay financially and really have a good foothold. So like my kids, he did take me to court recently when I was pregnant with my daughter, and that 6 months of my pregnancy I fought for custody of my sons that I've been raising their whole lives. Like, mind blown, bro. And do you know he hasn't called for his kids for 2 years? So you did all that for what? Just to troll, okay? So anyway, stay strong, ladies, okay? It's hard out here in the streets. Anyway, so, but like I said, I'm attracting what I think is normal to me. So now I'm gonna have to return all this attraction, okay? I have to return what I think love is. I have to, you know, describe this for myself, what I want from a situation, right? So I don't end up in the same cycle again. But I worked, I did I do everything, the sports, the training, the teaching about finance, okay, the business, the real estate, the flipping of the real estate. I do. And that is such a masculine trait to like, let me handle this. And I cannot be like that anymore. And I've realized that, like, I have so much on my plate of trying to drag people to their destinations, trying to do more, right? Because what happens when a woman is in a relationship with a man that's in his feminine or in his wounded masculine, we feel like we have to do more to make the relationship better, to fix the relationship. We have to do more, but that is not feminine energy. We do more. And it's so crazy because we could be in a relationship with somebody and feel like we have to do more to make the relationship work. I talked to one of my friends about this, but the man doesn't feel like they have to do more than what they are doing. That's insane. That's princess treatment, okay? That is princess treatment. Like, they just put on you more stuff that you do wrong, but they're not doing anything to relieve you from feeling like you have to keep doing and doing and doing to drag y'all out of a hole. If you feel like your man's going to put y'all in a worse position financially because of little decisions that he makes, which is so easy to do, right? So easy to see. Like, if they are buying stuff for themselves and you're like, damn, you don't even have a 401k, sir, right? Like, that's a stressor for us women, because we're like, oh my God, he's not gonna be able to take care of me. Now I have to do more to take care of myself. Stop doing so much. Stop doing so much. Let them do for you. They are supposed to do for you.